The warning lights came first, then the screaming alarms. Then nothing at all. Captain James Ford stood on the bridge of the Earth Defense Station, watching every screen go dark. 200 years of technology, gone in seconds. The quantum computers died. The AI systems flatlined. The power grids across 7 colonies blinked out like candles in the wind. "Sir, we've lost everything," Lieutenant Kate Brown said, her voice shaking. "Life support is running on emergency batteries. We have maybe 6 hours." James looked at Earth below. 3 billion people down there, all of them facing the same death sentence. The Vrax had done this. The alien empire that controlled half the galaxy had finally made their move. They didn't send soldiers. They didn't fire weapons. They simply pressed a button and turned off humanity's technology. Every ship, every station, every city, dead. "They're broadcasting something," Kate said, pulling up the last working radio. "It's audio only." A voice filled the bridge, cold, mechanical, victorious. "Humans of Earth, you have been disconnected. Your reliance on machines was your weakness. We have evolved beyond such primitive needs. Your computers sleep forever. Your AI dreams no more. You will return to the caves where you belong. This is mercy. We do not destroy you. We simply remove your toys. Adapt or die. The choice is yours." The message ended. Silence followed. James looked around the bridge. 12 crew members, all waiting for orders, all knowing there were none to give. 6 hours, he said quietly. Then we suffocate in the dark. But something strange happened in those 6 hours. Private Tom Reed, a young soldier stationed on Mars Colony 7, was the first to notice it. With no power, no heat, and no oxygen recyclers working, he should have been dead within minutes. But he wasn't. He was breathing. Without a helmet. On Mars, this is impossible, Tom whispered, watching his breath form clouds in the freezing air. Except Mars didn't have enough atmosphere for that. It shouldn't work, but he was alive. On Europa Station, engineer Mike Walsh watched his heart rate monitor flatline along with every other machine. He pulled it off his chest, pressed his fingers to his neck. His heart was beating, stronger than ever, but the machine couldn't detect it anymore. "What's happening to us?" Mike asked the empty med bay. Back on Earth, in the ruins of New York, Dr. Lisa Grant treated patients by candlelight. People were coming in with impossible injuries, wounds that should kill them, but they kept living. She watched a man with a crushed spine stand up and walk. She watched a woman with radiation poisoning heal in minutes. The human body was doing things that biology said were impossible. "We're changing," Lisa said to no one. "The technology going dark. It's triggering something inside us." She was right. For 2 centuries, humans had become dependent on their machines. Neural implants, genetic modifications, cybernetic enhancements, artificial organs, AI partners living in their heads. All of it was designed to make humans stronger, faster, better. But the Vrax attack didn't just kill the machines. It killed the connection. It forced the human body to choose. Evolve or die. And humanity chose evolution. Captain James Ford felt it happening to him on that dead bridge. His vision sharpened. He could see individual dust particles floating in the emergency lights. His hearing expanded. He heard conversations 3 decks below. His mind accelerated. Thoughts came faster, clearer, stronger. "Captain," Kate said, her eyes wide. "Can you feel that?" "Yes," James replied. "We're waking up." The Vrax had tried to break humanity by taking away their technology. But they didn't understand what made humans special. It was never the machines. It was never the computers. It was never the A dot. It was the raw, stubborn, impossible will to survive. The technology hadn't made humans strong. It had held them back, limited them, kept them chained to what machines could do instead of what humans could become. Now the chains were broken, and humanity was about to show the galaxy what they really were. Asterisk. Captain James Ford should have been dead. Every person on the Earth Defense Station should have been dead. Instead, they were more alive than ever. "Captain, the batteries died an hour ago," Kate said, standing in the pitch-black bridge. "But I can see everything. Better than when the lights were on." James nodded. He could see it too. Not with his eyes exactly. It was something else. A new sense. He could feel the shape of the room, the position of every person, the structure of the walls, the emptiness of space beyond. "We don't need oxygen anymore," said Private Dan Carter, the security officer. He'd run tests on himself, held his breath for 30 minutes. Nothing happened. Our bodies are making their own somehow. Or maybe we're pulling it from somewhere else. Somewhere else. Kate asked. "I don't know how to explain it," Dan said. "It's like there's an energy all around us, invisible, and we're breathing it in, converting it, using it." On Mars, Private Tom Reed was learning the same thing. He'd been walking outside the colony for 3 hours now. No suit, no helmet, no protection. The temperature was minus 80 degrees. The air was poison. The radiation should have cooked him. He felt fine, Doc, better than fine. He felt powerful. Tom looked at his hands. He could feel something flowing through them. Like electricity, but warmer. Alive. He pointed at a rock 10 feet away and thought about moving it. The rock flew across the red sand like it had been kicked. "No way," Tom whispered. He tried again, this time with a boulder. It was the size of a car. He focused his mind on it, pushed with his thoughts. The boulder lifted into the air. Tom started laughing, then crying, then laughing again. "We're not broken," he said to the empty desert. "We're upgraded." Back on Earth, Dr. Lisa Grant was documenting everything. Her medical training told her this was impossible. But she was watching it happen with her own eyes. A child came into her clinic, 8 years old. A traffic accident had crushed both her legs when the flying cars fell from the sky. The bones were powder. Lisa had wrapped them. Sighed prayers. Expected death. Now, 3 hours later, the child was walking, running, jumping. "How do you feel?" Lisa asked. "Strong," the child said, smiling. "Really, really strong. Like I could lift a building. Can you?" Lisa asked. Half joking. The child walked to a collapsed concrete wall. It weighed several tons. She put her small hands against it and pushed. The wall moved. Lisa fell backward. "We're evolving," said an old man who'd been watching. Professor Robert Hall. He used to teach biology before the world ended. The machines were a crutch. We built them because we thought we were weak. But we were never weak. We were just sleeping. Sleeping? Lisa asked. "Every species in the galaxy uses technology," Robert explained. "They augment themselves with machines because they've reached their biological limit. But humans? We never reached ours. We stopped evolving naturally when we started building computers. We let the machines do the work. But our DNA was ready for more. Much more. It was just waiting for a trigger. And the Vrax shutting down our technology was the trigger," Lisa said, understanding. "Exactly. Our bodies had to compensate. Had to take over. Had to do what the machines were doing. But biology doesn't copy machines. It improves on them." Across human space, the reports were coming in. Not through computers or radios. Those were still dead. But through something new, people were connecting mind to mind. Kate discovered it first. She thought about James while standing on the other side of the station. Just a simple thought, wondering if he was okay. And suddenly she could feel him. His location, his emotions, his thoughts, if she focused hard enough. "Captain," she said out loud, "can you hear me?" "Yes," James replied. But he wasn't in the room. He was 3 decks away. "I can hear you. In my head. How are we doing this?" "I don't know," Kate thought back. "But everyone's doing it. The whole station is connected now." It was true. James could feel them. All 200 crew members. Their minds were like lights in the darkness. Each one unique. Each one brilliant. And it wasn't just the station. James pushed his awareness further. He felt the people on Earth. Billions of minds all waking up together. He felt the colonies on Mars, Venus, Europa, Titan. Every human in the solar system was part of a network now. Not artificial, natural, evolved. "We're becoming something new," James said. On the bridge, alarms suddenly blared. Not the old electronic ones. Those were dead. These were new, biological. The crew's shared consciousness warning them. "Something's coming," Kate said. "Something big." James felt it too. A massive presence at the edge of the solar system. Ships, hundreds of them. The Vraks were returning, coming to witness humanity's extinction. Instead, they were about to witness humanity's birth. Asterisk. The Vraks fleet arrives. The Vraks ships dropped out of faster-than-light travel like falling stars. 400 warships, each one the size of a city. Their weapons could crack planets. Their shields could stop suns. Commander Vex stood on the bridge of the flagship. He was Vrax, 8 feet tall, 4 arms, skin like metal. His species had conquered 70 worlds. Humans would be number 71. "Scan the human worlds," Vex ordered. "I want to see their corpses floating in the dark." The scanner officer worked his console, then stopped. "Commander, I'm reading. Life signs. Everywhere. They're all still alive." "Impossible," Vex said. "Their technology is dead. They should have suffocated days ago." "The readings don't make sense, sir. The humans are changing. Their biology is doing things our sensors can't explain." Vex laughed. It sounded like grinding metal. "It doesn't matter. Biology cannot stop plasma cannons. Charge all weapons. We'll finish what the shutdown started." But before he could give the order, something happened. Every screen on every Vrak ship went dark. "What is this?" Vex shouted. "Are the humans attacking us?" "No, sir," the officer said, confused. "The humans aren't doing anything. They're just standing there, looking at us. Then why are our systems failing?" "They're not failing, sir. They're being turned off. By thought. By will. The humans are thinking our technology to death." Vex felt fear for the first time in his life. "That's impossible." On Earth, Captain James Ford stood with Kate and 1,000 others. They were gathered in the ruins of Tokyo. No weapons. No ships, no armor. Just humans, and they were reaching out with their minds. "Can you feel the Vrak ships?" James asked Kate. "Yes," she replied. "Every circuit, every wire, every computer. We can touch them all." "Then let's show them what happens when you attack humanity." Together, the humans focused. 1,000 minds became one. They reached across the void of space, touched the Vrak's technology, and simply turned it off, the same way the Vraks had done to them. But humans were better at it. On Mars, Tom Reed was part of a group doing the same thing. 10,000 soldiers. all connected, all pushing their thoughts into the Vrax fleet. Shields down, Tom said. Weapons offline. Life support failing. On Europa, Mike Walsh and the other engineers were learning the technology just by looking at it with their minds. Their reactors are primitive, Mike said. We can see how they work. We can improve them. Or destroy them. Let's just stop them, another engineer said. No need to kill. But the Vrax didn't understand mercy. Commander Vex watched his ship die around him. Switch to manual controls. We don't need computers to fire weapons. The crew tried. But when they pulled the triggers, nothing happened, because humans were also holding the plasma, the energy itself. With their minds, Tom felt it on Mars, the raw power of the Vrax weapons. He could sense the atoms, feel the heat, control the reaction. Redirect it, Tom said to his team. Send it into space, away from everyone. 10,000 minds worked together. A plasma that should have destroyed Earth instead shot harmlessly into the void. Vex fell to his knees. What are you? The answer came. Not through radios, not through speakers, through thought itself. Every Vrax in the fleet heard it at the same time. James Ford's voice, calm, strong, infinite. We are what happens when you try to break humanity. You took our machines. You thought that would make us weak. But you freed us instead. We don't need technology anymore. We are the technology. Kate added her voice. You evolved to use tools. We evolved to be the tools. Lisa Grant spoke next. You can crack planets with your weapons. We can hold atoms in our hands. Robert Hall, the old professor, continued. You traveled between stars with engines. We can feel the fabric of space itself. And then, every human spoke at once. 3 billion voices. One message. You wanted to send us back to the caves. Instead, you pushed us forward, into something you cannot imagine. We are not gods, but we are close enough. Commander Vex tried to speak, but his voice wouldn't work. The humans were holding his vocal cords still, not hurting him, just showing him they could. You have a choice, James said. Leave now. Tell the galaxy what happened here. Tell them that humanity is awake. Tell them we want peace. But if anyone attacks us again, the humans released their hold on the Vrax ships. Power returned. Systems came online. The fleet was functional again. ... We will not be so gentle. James finished. The Vrax fleet turned and ran. Commander Vex sent one final message as he fled. They are not human anymore. They are something new. Something beyond. Do not attack Earth. Do not threaten them. They have become unlimited. On Earth, James looked at Kate and smiled. What do we do now? Whatever we want, she said. The galaxy is waiting, and we're just getting started. Humanity had lost their machines, but they'd gained something better. They'd gained themselves, and that was enough to change everything. The end.